What's up guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Salty Sliggy, thanks for tuning in today. In today's video we'll be covering more on Gotham Knights leading up to its release, which releases this year on October 25th and has recently gone gold. Courtesy of IGN, we got to see 2 high level builds as well as Jason's skill tree. The community wanted to see more Red Hood, so here it is, the Marksman and the Brawler. Followed on by that we got to see the entire skill tree of Red Hood, and we got a little bit more information on how you'll be progressing in Gotham Knights when it comes to your abilities. But before we get into that, if these are the types of videos you're into, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and that notification bell so you stay up to date every time my videos go live. So kicking off with the Marksman build, it mainly focuses on crit damage and chance at range, so you'll be using your guns a lot. We see him use his mystical shot here, which he's marking about 4 enemies. Don't have any problems with his mystical abilities. I know it's not true to the comics or whatever, but I don't care about the comics. My interpretation of Jason is the only interpretation that I know, which is from the animated movies like Under the Red Hood, whereas he's being represented as like a tank, a brute type character in this game, which I'm fine with. It's just a way to distinguish himself from the rest of the group. So I wasn't really impressed by this build in general, but I'll have to tinker with it. They're going for a Spider-Man-esque type of game, and again the AI was just really dumb. The developer said they do get smarter, but we'll have to see. So they're only showing us low-level crimes in this sequence. They've just finished the crime and then the bat cycles just appear out of nowhere. I'm guessing that's via the Justice League satellite. Now it's kind of funny when we speak about Spider-Man-esque games. If you don't know the history of Spider-Man, it was actually inspired by Arkham games. The developers of Spider-Man played a lot of Arkham, so it was the catalyst in order to make Spider-Man. So it's kind of funny to see that Spider-Man has inspired Gotham Knights. It's kind of gone full circle. Then we move on to the Brawler build, which I think looks actually more fun, and I think that takes inspiration from kind of Miles Morales. The only reason I say that is because of the elemental abilities he's using. So he powers up these electrical charges, he's using his guns as well as his hits. He's very slow, he's very sluggish, so you can definitely tell he's this brute type. The sliding could be better, of course. I would rather see it kind of maybe a flip. And we have seen other elemental damage such as frost. I'm guessing fire will be included as well. But out of both of these presentations, I would say the Brawler looks more interesting. Then after these 2 combat sequences, WB Montreal released this little combat sequence via Twitter. It shows off his traversal with his combat intertwined using ice attacks. It's nothing we haven't already seen before, but I thought it was put together very well, showing how you can transition from traversal straight into combat, and it's just naming them off. And before we get into the skill tree, Jeff Eleanor does state that all the Gotham Knights are following Batman in this non-lethal approach. So we have bullets that are piercing, but they don't pierce because they're non-lethal bullets. And we all know
That's dumb.
It's not dumb.
It's just dumb.
Why is it?
and I can even see it in Jeff's eyes when he says it, he knows it's dumb. So looking at Red Hood's skill tree, he comes with 4, that's Marksman, Brawler, Vengeance and Knighthood, which is to be unlocked via certain challenges. That will go for every single knight as well. One of the good things about this is if you play one knight, you don't have to unlock all the skill trees individually for each character. If you just play one, it will unlock them. That also includes the Knighthood tree, but the only difference is with the Knighthood tree that you have to unlock each character's abilities via challenges within the world. The only concerning thing is that all the traversals are locked behind Knighthood. So like Batgirl can't glide, Robin can't use his teleportation, even though I probably won't use it. Red Hood won't be able to use his Mario jump, and Nightwing won't be able to use his Fortnite glider. So the question is, whereabouts in the story does this unlock? Because it has to be near the start or maybe in the middle, because what is the point of this traversal unlocking at the end of the game? Because clearly you want to unlock this as quick as possible. But the developers have chosen a clever way of doing this, so it's like progression of you're an apprentice and then you become your own kind of Dark Knight, and they get to this point in the story and they have this epiphany moment. They use Robin as an example. He's looking at the Batman shrine and then he thinks of how he could use Batman's tech to connect to the Justice League satellite, and that gives him his traversal. So it'll be the same for each individual knight, which is, it's clever. Another aspect of RPGs and leveling up, obviously you're getting XP and then you're getting these ability points. When you get these ability points, even if you don't use them, say you've used them in your entire skill tree for Red Hood and you want to switch over to Robin, for example, you can actually use those points across other characters as well, which is good. Not to mention you won't be locked in just using one skill tree. You can mix and match between all of them, so you can vary your build And then on top of that, there's another layer which is momentum abilities, which are on top of the skills that you have, which give you extra abilities that will cost you momentum, which you'll build up as you're playing the game and will come with certain kind of cooldowns. So your power abilities, like your specials. And yes, Red Hood has a turret. And lastly, as I close up this video, according to Jeff Eleanor, if you just like follow the main story beat as well, and you do a few side missions here and there, you won't be able to fully fill out your skill trees, which is emphasizing more of a completionist kind of mindset in order to get all those skill trees filled out. So that's everything in a nutshell, what I know right now regarding Red Hood and his skill trees. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and feelings regarding what you've seen so far on Red Hood and Gotham Knights in general. If you want a more detailed view, obviously I'll leave links in the description below so you can check out the IGN first videos in full. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please support it with a like because it helps out me and helps out the channel, and I wouldn't ask otherwise. Subscribe for more upcoming games. You'll find other games on my channel if you want to check those out. You'll find social links down below if you want to support me in that space. Hit that notification bell, and as always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.